Oh crap, we're live. Look, it's Felicia, Rayne, Lusty, Onyx. We're here for fantastic. I don't even have my drink yet at this point. Welcome everyone. I gotta pour in my drink. If you're just tuning in, please say hello in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from. If you want, oh, I should put that up too. If you have any questions, you just go to slido.com. It's the event code TLD54. That's if you want to be anonymous. If you're brave, you can always put your chats right in the comments, and we can read it off live there. And I'm just continuing to pour here for a little bit. Welcome everybody. All the comments are coming in. People are tuning in. Lovely people. Welcome. We have, look at the fantastic guest. I've Lusty. Onyx is not there. That's Felicia Rayne. This is Lusty. Onyx. Got to remember, it's not a mirror. I should know. We got a slunching in from Christopher Murtaugh. Denis Leger is saying hello from a cozy bedroom in Montreal. The sound of rain this morning just kind of made it hard to wake up. It was good dreaming.
I'm told that quite often. The minute you hear the sound of rain, you wake up. That's because usually the sound of rain is bend over.
That's your sound, Felicia.
I think that's what's being said there. Where we are, just put an appropriate amount of mix in for how much gin I poured. Oh, my mug is actually heavy today. Just there it is, just a little too much. Cheers, Slunche. You're having me take 2 big drinks right off the top. That's great. Bashak is saying hello from me and Christopher. We're both tuning in while also working. This is the other thing is work life has changed. I mean, we're performers. We're used to being in front of crowds and such, and we are sort of in front of crowds now. But now these crowds are home, and they're also working at the same time. Just fantastic. Lynn Alex is there. Cheers to Lynn Alex. You're gonna get me drunk if you keep this up right off the top.
Oh, my God. It's just started.
It has just started. I'm a third of the way down a very big drink. It's nice and strong. So there we are. We're all here. We put in the questions. Now we got. I think there's some questions already came in. Let's take a look over there. Boom. So we'll start at the bottom. I know I should find a better way to say that. Starting at the bottom with the questions.
I have no problem with that.
What?
We always start with the bottom.
Whoa,
Look at
that. Look at that. So there we are. The very first question we have here is, would you ever date a burlesque performer? Oh, and Lusty, you are in the hot seat, so you have that question first.
The question is, yes. I mean, I already did in the past. That's so fun to be dating somebody who have the same passion as you. You can talk about it, so much in common. And also, like, it never happened, but it would be so cool being in the same show as your partner. What do you think?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That'd be hot.
definitely.
So that would kind of make the backstage a bit more cozy, I imagine. Felicia.
So I have never dated a burlesque performer. I would say burlesque maybe adjacent, because I've dated other drag queens, which honest to fucking God, don't. And I include myself in that statement. Don't date a drag queen. It's a lot of work with little payoff. That being said, I'm kind of new to the burlesque community, but I have found it to be so incredibly supportive, and there's a lot of building up. There's a lot of, like, celebrating each other and celebrating life together. And so, yeah, I think I would 100% date a burlesque performer. And my best friend is a burlesque performer, Mona Perverse. So
God bless this girl.
I would date Mona if she had a penis. I'd date Mona if she didn't have a penis, but I prefer the penis be there. You're welcome, Mona.
Yeah. I was going to say that also. Dating Mona.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Miss Kiki Karma is screaming out Felicia with a big smile.
Kiki.
And there we go with a hi and a big smile. All right. I have to answer this question now, and to be perfectly honest, I'm also a burlesque producer. So I don't feel that it would be right for me to date a burlesque performer unless they were also a producer. Like if they're a producer, then we're sort of at an equal level. But if they're a performer, I think there's a power dynamic there that could be in the relationship that is. And I'm not a big money producer or anything of that nature, but the fact that I'm a gateway to certain shows, then I feel that it be irresponsible to date anyone who is a burlesque performer. If they're a producer as well, I think there's a little wiggle room for opening because then the power dynamic is most probably balanced out.
Wiggle room, no pun intended.
Wiggle room, no pun intended.
Why not?
Felicia, you know what? You make me sound much more clever than I truly am. That's
I think you're quite clever, sir. I think the love doctor, that's why we're all here. We're all taking advice from the
exactly.
Love doctor. He is a wise man.
People want to know advice.
It's just common sense. It's just common sense.
Yeah, you make that sound like it's something everyone has. It ain't so common anymore. It's kind of sense now.
All right. Well, let's incense the common sense with the next question. How many people have you slept with?
Oh my God.
I have. They're expecting me to do a body drop on camera here. It's live. Like Jason McCullough is chiming in. Oh well, I'm a producer of burlesque growl. Oh, there we go. I think I might have just been asked out.
You could do worse. He's cute.
Cute,
young
course.
as well. And those nipple piercings. Oh my God.
Do you want a drink? Do you want a drink, Love Doctor, to this question?
You know, the sad part is I don't think I know the number. I'm not one of those people that needs to like carve something into a bedpost or notch a belt or whatever. And then it comes into the questions: if you're sleeping with, like in a group situation, do you count everybody individually, even if there was limited contact? There's a lot going on with that question. You know what? I think the only thing that should ever be important, if you're asking your partner about how many people they've ever slept with, the only thing that you need to worry about is like, are they sleeping with you? That's the only number that matters.
Yeah.
And anything else, if it makes you jealous, then that's a problem that you have. If it makes you upset or makes you feel insignificant, then that's something that can be fixed with conversation. Lusty.
I'll say, why a number? Like, why a number? Okay, I'll be honest. I won't say it. I won't answer this question. I don't care who you are, this person who invented this question, but I won't answer. But it doesn't matter how many person you sleep with. Did you have a great time? Was it safe? Does it make you feel comfortable and happy? If the answer is yes, doesn't matter.
I have to say there, when Lusty started with saying why is a number, I thought she was bringing algebra into it.
Oh my
Solve
God.
for X.
Okay, I'm nerdy,
So
but
if
maybe
you want to
not.
solve this, if you want to solve that, you become the X.
Wow. Okay.
Felicia.
Clearly, I am both chaste and virginal. No. So my mom used to say, because I was very promiscuous when I was younger, as I think a lot of, gay men who do their coming out are for the rest of their lives. And so my mom used to say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And my answer is, I don't want them to buy me. They can rent me out. Like, I'm not looking for a long-term commitment here. Like, I don't need them to purchase the cow. They just need to rent the cow and then stick it back in the stable. I'm good. So I'm going to say, and I don't mind talking about this, and there's going to be a lot of people, I swear to God, I hope none of my family members are watching, though, because I'll hear about this tomorrow. I'll get calls. I
Family, plug
counting.
your ears.
Yeah, family. I don't think they would. I think my sister would sooner die than watch me do this. But if you're out there, Michelle, sorry. I stopped counting when I hit triple digits. That's when I was like, and I don't need to know anymore. Sort of how I feel about the SAQ points card. Like, they're like, do you want a points card? And I was like, no, I don't need to be rewarded for the alcohol I consume. Thank you. Like, I'm good not knowing. So triple digits. We just went. I'm a slut, and I love it. I'm so happy
Oh.
with that. I'm fine.
Drink to slut. Drink to slut.
Drink to slut.
There we are. It's just the idea. I got a drink first. Oh. The idea of frequent fuck points. Just some FFP.
Like after 6 visits, you get the next one free.
Exactly. And a bonus one.
There we go. I just put that out there. Whoever, if you want to put a number after that, you can put out your frequent fuck points. If you think anyone needs to know. Sandra Delilah saying cheers.
Yes, baby.
Delilah, hey.
This girl, she's my soulmate. She know it.
Well, Delilah, fantastic. Definitely check out that Instagram. It's you know what? Here I am. I've been remiss here. We got Felicia Rayne is Felicia_Rayne on Instagram and TikTok is just burning it up. You even have one where Mona Perverse does a little guest spot.
We do, and it has a lovely title called "He Just Felt My Balls." He just felt my balls, starring the lovely Mona Perverse, who may or may not be feeling balls. You'll have to watch to find out.
This is the world. Like this song, I think I listened to it like more than 20 times. I was like,
oh my God, Lusty.
yeah, that's made me laugh so much. That's incredible. And the effect also, like.
We need to do a number together, I feel. I think the world could not handle this.
With Mona, a trio. Oh my God. Okay, we got
Threesome.
Sorry, the love doctor. Sorry, the love doctor.
Putting people together is something that I've a pleasure doing. There is. All right, we're ready for the next question.
Yes, I think we are.
All right, the next question we have is: if you could choose what a man should wear for a date with you, what would you choose? In the hot seat, it is Felicia Rayne.
Okay, so listen, I'm not going to win any points for creativity. It's a borderline fetish for me. I call it the magic mic because I like a guy in a baseball cap, wife beater, sweatshirt over the wife beater, and gray sweatpants. And for any lady out there, or homosexual man or bisexual, for everyone, you know what I say when I say a man in gray sweatpants, because it leaves nothing. It's literally the equivalent to wet t-shirt contests for women. A man puts on gray sweatpants and you're like, there's your penis. That's what your penis looks like. I know what your penis looks like now. So, gentlemen, please know that the next time you're walking down the street in gray sweatpants, I'm looking at your cock. That's what I'm doing. Just in case you were wondering. That's what I'm doing.
Oh my God, you're precious. Oh, you're precious.
I haven't dated men, so I don't know if I can properly answer. You know what? The one person who probably have made me question my sexuality the most would probably be the divine Miami Minx. And anything that Miami Minx wears. Yeah, that would be a near fetish item for me as well. It's they're fantastic, and I'm way out of my class, but Miami Minx definitely. Sandra Delilah is saying so true about the grey sweatpants. Lusty.
It's gonna be probably basic, but I like a red shirt with suit pants, black suit pants. I like a tie, so you can grab it home after. But not really like. I don't like full suit, but really a shirt. I don't know. I'm very I'm very classy, and yeah, I'm not as original as Felicia. I cannot beat that, but I don't know. It just it makes me feel very comfortable, bring like sensual mood, and I like black and red. I think you can see it.
You look so good in it. That's why. I mean, you're just like.
Thank you.
Oh. We Jason McCullough is saying Miami Minx is hot as fuck. That's definitely can't be said. You know what? I've got a new toy, and I'm gonna try it tonight for people. I'm sorry, not that kind of toy. I was
so excited. I was like, oh my God.
Okay, I'm out. I go. No, I don't.
All right. If we can, because this is the 54th episode, put in hashtag sex54, and we're gonna have a draw. If you put in hashtag sex54 into the chat, then we will have a draw at the end of the show, and I'll mail the winner out a sticker. So it's a neat little toy that helps me draw names for random giveaways in the chat. So let's see if we can do that. Sandra's saying, I don't care what he wears as long as I look better than him. There we are. Jason McCullough's jumping on the 654 already. So we're going to try that probably maybe mid-show and then at the end of the show, so I can give away 2 stickers for that. And of course, there's always going to be a sticker to
I'm going to grab mine. I'm going to grab my stickers.
I love the Sex 54 thing because automatically I went right to Studio 54, where you would have sex in the balconies or in the basement or really
I
anywhere.
put a sticker right
Studio
there.
54, so everyone was just fucking.
But
So
by the way,
maybe
if anyone was questioning the size of the stickers, I know I've compared them against my head, but my head is fairly huge.
It's right there. You can
Those
see
are
it.
fairly huge as well. Just saying, just gonna put that just gently, quietly out there. Just
quietly, just right there. Oof.
Well, are we ready for the next question? So that's it. Put in the hashtag sex54 for the draw. And when was the last time you had a dirty dream? Lusty, you're in the hot seat.
Ooh, okay, that's funny. The last time, I would say last weekend. And that's funny because it happened to me often to dream about burlesque friends. I don't know why, but like burlesque brings so much sensuality, and sometimes even if those person are so close to me, even if I don't have like emotional feeling or they are all so freaking attractive that you're like, oh, my friend, oh, super hot. Like I can think about like Kaya Coco, why Delilah. I got a Felicia Rayne also, and I'm on a perverse. I gotta, so much fans and guys also, and I don't know why it just bring it. Burlesque is a new treat for me since like a year, and sometimes it pop in my head and in my dreams.
Boom. Felicia.
You know, piggybacking off of Lusty right there, I was going to be like, get out of my dreams, get into my car. But honestly, so this is going to...
Is that Rainy Ocean that I just heard?
I see what you did there, young man. So I actually don't dream much anymore because she loves her ganja, and so I don't really. And just in case you're wondering, she smokes an obscene amount. Again, family, you're welcome. She's a slut who smokes a lot of weed. That's what we're dealing with here today. But so I don't dream much. I used to pre-ganja dream all the time, and I would have very vivid sex dreams most often, and this is fucked up, I'm working through it, but most often about people who have tormented me in my life. So high school bullies, like I always kind of go back to anyone who's caused me like pain. I'm like, yeah, it'd be hot sex though. So we're working through it with a team of therapists and my favorite therapist, Dr. Mary Jane.
Last night.
Ooh.
So I'm not sharing details, but it is last night. It's I've been away from my partner for a little too long, thanks to the entire COVID separation, and kids being in school and not having. I just kind of made it sound like I'm not supposed to be near kids, but that was not the intent of that. It's just kids being in school meant that I should probably, as a person of a certain age, keep away for COVID reasons. Now I've got my vax. And all that, so things are going to be changing in the future. Yeah, it's kind of a good thing being old. What?
Okay, stop. Because if you're old, it means I'm old adjacent, and I'm not ready to deal with that yet. So we're young. Thank you.
You are young. You're half my age easily, Felicia. So don't try playing that.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Just take the compliment.
I'm
Take the compliment.
I'm
Take
walking away. I'm like, I celebrated my 21st birthday. Thank you.
Oh, then you're less than half my age. Sorry, I aged you with my estimation. There is Lynn Alex is in there. So we only had one person do the hashtag sex54. I'm also wondering what the wonderful people at YouTube are going to think about us getting a bunch of hashtag sex comments. So it's should be it's an interesting experiment that I'm doing at that point. So we'll keep this up.
Do you people not, hang on, hold up a second, Love Doctor. Do you not want the sticker? It's a Love Doctor sticker. It means you're cool. So hashtag sex54 if you want to sit with the cool kids. Look at that. It's all over Lusty's boobs. All over. I would say the Love Doctor could do the same thing, but I don't think it's going to have the marketing potential that Lusty has. I'm just saying.
He's doing it. That's perfect.
So that's it. Lynn, Alex, thank you very much for the comment. And we're glad that you're laughing. Now, here we are. Oh, this is a difficult question. Can you say that your first time was perfect? And I'm in the hot seat. No. But my chosen first time was good.
That's
Lusty.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
We don't need to give details. The idea is get through these quick and honest.
I'll say no, it wasn't perfect, but I was ready.
You were ready.
I was ready when it happened.
Okay, just was making sure that was clear. Felicia.
No, it was not perfect. It was from a guy I met at the Root store downtown. We were supposed to listen to his CD collection. We did not listen to his CD collection. We had my first time, and it was terrible. And I stopped shopping at Roots after.
Oh, baby.
I know. Yeah, that's how bad it was. That's like no more Roots shopping. So, sorry, Roots.
You know, I maybe I should give a little bit because it was, you too got ruined for me. It was somebody I had been dating for a number of years, and it's ironically like I went over to her parents' place because I was young, not going to state the age for obvious reasons, and she was cleaning out her closet and whatnot, and so her parents were upstairs. We were down in the basement, and we had broken up and gotten back together, and we had this basically she said, can you help me with something in the closet? And we went into the closet and there was nothing. The floor of the closet was empty, and we started to kiss and make out, and pulled the door closed so it was perfectly dark, and all the while the Joshua Tree album was playing.
Right.
No, it just
No?
that relationship had ruined you two for me. That's what I'm gonna say. I ran into her years later. It's weird that when the first time I ever had sex, I ended up afterwards coming out of the closet, but it was like for a different reason, like it was physically coming out of the closet. But I ran into her years later. Like I was in my mid-20s and I was buying milk at a convenience store. And I opened the fridge, no one was around. I reached in, I grabbed the milk, pulled it out, and she was right beside me. I should have stated she was in university, I was in high school. And so I have the milk, and I turn and she's there, and it sort of was a startled moment, like I didn't, like the place was kind of empty. She wasn't there when I opened the door.
You had the milk or you had the MILF?
I was going to say that. Oh my God.
Thank you! It was right there.
What? Open door.
It was milk. It wasn't that much of an age gap. Just saying. I mean, we met in a bar. I was underage. She didn't realize it. But I opened up the fridge. I grabbed my milk. I closed the door, and she was right there. And she said, "Oh, I'm so happy I ran into you." And I said, "Oh, well, yeah, I haven't seen you for a long time either." I'm not going to say the name. And she said, "Yeah, I wanted to apologize because we constantly fought and argued while we were dating." And I'm there holding my milk. She said, "Yeah, I just wanted to apologize to you for how I treated you while we were dating. I just didn't realize I was gay." And so we had, a lot of fights in. But anyways, there it is. Jason McCullough says, "Get through these quick and dirty." Yeah, sorry I made that longer. Roots, that is not what we call customer service. Wait, Sabrina is there giving Lusty some hearts.
I love
The
her.
Doors were playing my first time, and she lives on Love Street. And she'll live on Love Street in your mind from now forevermore. Let's see. Oh, the next question is ready. Are you ready for the next question?
I think
Yes.
we are.
Lovelies.
We are.
You know what? I know the answer for this for you, Felicia. If you could sleep with any celebrity, who would it be? And if you out there in the audience, just you tell us which celebrity
you know. Anyone who knows me knows, like they know, because fun fact, I won't say the name right away. Every 3 months, I message him on Instagram, and I let him know that I'm still available for marriage. Every 3 months, I'm just like, hey, you haven't written back, so just in case you were wondering, I'm still single, and I would be willing to marry you. And that's not a lie. I do it every 3 months, just in case. You never know. You never know.
I'm curious now. I want to know. I want to know.
So it is Mr. Zac Efron.
Oh, sorry. That was I thought that was your second favorite guest because of something that has happened recently.
look at her face. No.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So no, that's who I would marry. But like I'm talking like full on sex would be Zac Efron. But I found out the other day that the Love Doctor's very close friend and doppelganger, a
My
brilliant
manager.
comedian named Paul, happens to know or have met, or I'm going to say no, John Cusack.
Ooh.
I fucking died. John Cusack is the definition of marriage material. Like when I look at a man, he is equal parts sensitive, funny, intelligent, quirky. He is everything. John Cusack, if you are watching, you could do whatever you wanted to me. Whatever. There
The
are
producer?
No rules.
The producer?
Has he? I think he's produced, but the actor.
Producer, actor? Yeah,
Like
actor. Yeah.
Serendipity. Like, have you seen Serendipity? That's what I watched him in recently, and let me tell you,
He was also
in my dippity.
He was also in the TV series Utopia, playing a fairly creepy character.
Or Say Anything.
I'll Say Anything.
Can any woman not cry when he holds up the boombox and Peter Gabriel's "In Your Eyes" is playing? I'm bawling. I'm like, I'll marry you. I'll marry you, John Cusack. And then you'd have Joan Cusack as a sister-in-law, which is fabulous. Fabulous. I'm sorry, that was long-winded.
No, that's perfect. That was a great explanation. We just want to get to some of these comments before I answer. Jason is saying, "Oh Jesus, I hope not." When I said that she lives on Love Street, will live with him forever. Sabrina Kitsune is saying that she loves you too, Lusty. Mona Perverse is saying, "Good evening, lovelies."
Hi,
Mona.
Hi,
There we are.
baby. Oh yeah, a shimmy. Okay, we need to do a shimmy. Just for
Oh yeah. Has anyone seen Mona's shimmy in one of her last stories? Because the girls were all over them. Like I was just like, whoa, God, that is
like
nice.
burlesque fitness. She know it by heart.
By heart. By heart.
That's something that I'm going to have to check out afterwards. I guess most definitely.
Arabesque burlesque. The Love Doctor. Arabesque burlesque do
So
amazing burlesque fitness.
Classes.
So hot. Yeah.
Definitely, I know. Spicy Sparkles is giving a big yes.
My wife.
And don't forget, hashtag Sex54 for a chance to get one of these Love Doctor live stream stickers. And there it is. Oh, Mona saying that she would bang Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is a good choice. My choice has already been mentioned. I have to say, that's the wrong button. My choice would Joan Cusack.
Get out! Get up! You would not.
Joan Cusack is so funny, and she's got that awkward sexiness to her. Or you know what? I don't know if it's like the fantastic just Maggie Gyllenhaal as well. I don't know, sibling, like these people who are in acting families where the family has so many talented people. I'm just in love. But Maggie Gyllenhaal in Secretary is one of the best films I've ever seen. I really, that's a good fourth date movie. Just because you want to get past the third date before you watch that together. So just saying. as an
That's
inspiration.
really hot because I have a thing, like I like Jake Gyllenhaal. So the fact that you like Joan and I like John and you like Maggie and I like Jake, I'm like, oh my God, like if we had sex and then married them, we'd be related. Love Doctor. We could be one big happy.
That's
weird
gonna be a family
Hollywood
reunion.
family.
Felicia, why can't
it's
we be a
family.
Hollywood power couple?
Yes! Oh my God.
Let's match.
Let's do
match.
it. Let's do it.
Lusty, okay, if you could sleep with any celebrity, who would it be?
No, it's a joke. I know who it is. Like, definitely Evan Peters. I don't know if you know who he is. He's the new Quicksilver.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
He's playing a lot in American Horror Story. He's
So
a big
hot.
figure there.
Yeah.
Like, I think I have something for serial killers. But I understand your choice about like gentleman side, because my second choice would be Pierce Brosnan. Brosnan is young. Like the only one, sorry for other like James Bond, I don't care about you. Pierce Brosnan. Like for me, he's the
And that might be. You mentioned that you are of Irish descent, so Irish Quebec descent. Pierce Brosnan is Irish, and proudly so. So there we go.
Yep, in my heart, like
Listen.
everywhere. Not only in my heart, everywhere.
I'm going to make a confession here. And for those of you that might be of queasy stomachs, I would probably mute for a second. So I come from a generation where internet was not readily available for masturbatory purposes. We had to figure out ways to find things to masturbate to. And that wasn't always easy when you were a small child from Beaconsfield. It was very hard to find things to masturbate to when you're gay. And so I masturbated quite hard to Pierce Brosnan in the pool scene of Mrs. Doubtfire. Because he was shirtless and really hot, and we had it. And so the tape started to get worn in that section, and my mom couldn't figure out why when they got to the pool, the tape kept skipping. It's because they masturbated to it. I masturbated to Pierce Brosnan.
Legit. 100% legit. Oh my God.
All right, Spicy Sparkles has got her hashtag 654 in for the contest. Jason McCullough is definitely mentioning American Horror Story. For sure, I knew it would be Evan.
Evan Peters.
And Christopher was saying Katharine Hepburn, assuming we were magically around the same age, both of us young or both of us old. I'd so be down to earth for a superstar. Sandra Delilah saying a young Ed Norton. Which
Ed Norton.
I can't be.
Ed Norton
I
again,
agree.
if you guys want like penis movement, Ed Norton in American History X is running down the street from the cops and he's wearing white boxers, and it's like watching Pamela Anderson on Baywatch. It's just like, woo, like you see everything. So if you're an Wild Delilah, watch American History X. Let me know what you think. It's very violent, but
totally. And also Fight Club, but Fight Club doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It's the first rule.
Tom Holland, if he's in Rihanna's costume.
Oh my God! Yes.
Lip sync battle.
Yes, with this split. Oh my God.
There it is.
Rayne, another Rayne.
You know what? I've got a picture of me and Tom Holland somewhere as well. I'm in a blink and you miss it sort of moment. My manager, sorry, is in a blink and you miss it moment in the latest film, Chaos Walking. So Sandra is saying it's one of my favorite movies. I'm not sure what movie that was coming up with.
She was talking about American History.
American History X. It's a heavy film.
Heavy film, but again, bulge swing.
What about Shame?
You mean what I feel on the daily, or it's a movie?
No,
Shame.
It's a movie, and the actor. Oh shite! The gentleman. Sabrina's saying, but yeah, I knew I was attracted the moment I saw Brad Pitt with dishes gloves on in Fight Club. That is a wonderful. Can I fuck Mila Jovovich?
Yes.
Jovovich, sorry.
Yes.
In Fifth Element.
Yes.
but as the Fifth Element. Imagine how talented she would be.
And
Michael
then I
Fassbender, that's the person. He does a full frontal nudity scene in Shame. He plays a sex addict, and he's
something
impressive.
to check out.
He doesn't have a Dirk Diggler prosthetic in.
Okay, don't shame though, because I also masturbated to that movie, 54, not 54, Boogie Nights. That there was a lot of hot moments in that movie. And Philip Seymour Hoffman, may he rest.
All right, this is something I've been informed of, and I don't know, Felicia, if you can. There is because this is something I've only been told about. Is you can search by male nudity, like from mainstream films by views. Like there's people who do it for female actresses as well, but
sort of like where the nudity is in the movie.
Exactly, but there's different. I can't even remember what the
Skin
term
Doctor.
is. There's what?
Like one of the websites is Skin Doctor. Like it shows you like where in the movie. Like it'll be like Carrie, 2 minutes 34 seconds in, breasts, female nudity. Like yeah.
Okay, but there's a term I wasn't aware
Interesting.
of. Was there's for one of the things, and I've been told about this. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but it's like balls visible from behind.
Godin?
I'm not sure what the term is.
No
but
idea.
There's a searchable thing for that, so that's visible. But
that seems very specific. Very specific.
So Magneto is Michael Fassbender. So Magneto from the young Magneto.
Because I was like, Sir Ian McKellen? I would do Sir Ian McKellen. 100% I would.
That man is sexy.
And
He's
Patrick
got a huge...
Stewart. I would love to be spit roasted by Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. So Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, if you're watching, I'd love to be spit roasted by you.
Johnny Depp in chocolate. I agree. Oh yeah, I'll say Jennifer Lawrence. Like
okay.
in any style, but I think short hair suit her so much. I think I have something for women with short hairs.
So would you volunteer as tribute?
Oh, definitely. I do.
I think maybe a better question is which celebrities are safe?
Safe.
That was a joke. We don't have to answer that. Lala Ward from Doctor Who.
I'm sorry. I don't know Doctor Who. I'm sorry.
You like Doctor Who?
Yeah, Doctor Who. I mean, I know what is Doctor Who, but I didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
All right. The next question we have is a fairly simple one. Yes or no? Eye contact during sex. Lusty, you are in the hot seat.
Yes, but not while you're kissing because it's weird. That's it. I think it's very turn on to watch your partner, but not while you're kissing.
Felicia.
Yes, but keep it dirty and unattached. If you bring feelings into it, I'm done.
Boom. Some of the time during sex, because there's some positions where it's really hard to get eye contact, but there's sometimes eye contact is delicious. So trying to make sure that your partner is just, that face, making a face there. Yeah, that's a good one as well, Felicia. Most definitely. We got a couple. Spicy Sparkles is giving us some laughs. Sabrina is saying Emma Stone is my girl.
And she's so funny, Emma Stone. This actress can do everything.
She is incredibly I'm going to age myself right here. I think one of my first celebrity crushes of all time was Terry Garr.
Who is Terry Garr?
It's ringing a bell. Give me a hint.
Terry Garr.
The thing is, I became aware of her with her interviews with David Letterman. She was in so many movies. I can't think of a title of any of them.
I'm going right to Terry Hatcher. I'm like, no.
I know she's been in Star Trek.
Blonde,
in Star Trek.
Eyes. No, she was.
Yeah, she went it. It's written. Okay, I'm just checking on Wikipedia. It's written that she's been on Friends, Star Trek, Woman of the House. but maybe it's but it's not, it's not movies.
She was in Tootsie. She was in Young Frankenstein.
I saw Tootsie years ago.
But Young Frankenstein, that would have been one of the ones that would have. Oh, the movie After Hours as well, which Close Encounters. But yeah, so that's where I'm dating myself there. Sandra Delilah is laughing at me. Jason McCullough's definitely mentioned Young Frankenstein. There he is. Terry Hatcher from
Terry Hatcher. They're real and they're spectacular. Do you know I actually had girl crushes as well, and people are always kind of surprised. They're like, so who was your ultimate? And to this day, I'd still sleep with her to this day. And there's not a lot of women I can say that for, but this is one of them. Eliza Dushku. Do you guys remember Eliza Dushku? She played Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was also the bitchy cheerleader in Bring It On, the one that had the dark hair that did the backflips. Eliza Dushku. She's so hot. She's stupid hot. You are stupid hot, Eliza Dushku. So I want to be spit roasted by Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, and then I want to eat out Eliza Dushku.
We get. I use that line all the time. I don't know which line. Yes, Eliza, I met her. She's gorgeous in person too.
Shut up! I didn't even know Misty was here. Hi, Misty.
And I'm just gonna I'm gonna have to just bring this up. There we are. That's Terry Garr from Young Frankenstein.
Okay, now I understand.
That's Helen Mirren actually. Sorry. So
that's not a good one.
All right. So it didn't line up a bunch of photos of just her, but yeah.
I was like, so you're also into Helen Mirren? Interesting. Okay.
Well, Helen Mirren is fucking sexy.
That is true. That is very true.
Helen Mirren. No, there's at any age, Helen Mirren is fucking sexy. I feel very judgmental at this point that I'm judging people.
No, but I actually think that's hot. And I love when people acknowledge that. Like, for example, I want you to describe Jane Fonda without using the word hot. She's hot. She's in her 70s and the woman is fucking hot. She has flawless cheekbones. She has a beautiful nose. She's got great hair, perky breasts, and people talk about cosmetic enhancement, this and that. The fact of the matter is, Jane Fonda looks fucking spectacular. If you can look half as good as Jane Fonda in your life, hats off to you.
Boom. Preach.
Goal.
Misty is saying fit, fierce, smart, and amazing.
That's it.
She
That's
divorced. She divorced the guy that started CNN. And +1 for Helen Mirren. Gorgeous. Gorgeous at 75.
That's hot. Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a question: is what actor or actress would play you in a movie about your life? I'm in the fucking hot seat. All right, we got a Misty's also saying I didn't use the word hot there, so ha 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 ha. It's probably too late to have Gene Hackman in for me. Just it's his face. It's just I've grown into being Gene Hackman. John C. Reilly, because he can play younger and older. No.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other actor could play me.
You're not going to like what I have to say, but I've already thought of this question for you. Like I've made a movie about you and had this actor in mind, and I'm afraid to share this, but I think you'd have the emotional range required to play the Love Doctor. I see Seth Rogen doing it. I do. I really do. I feel, because he has that warm familiarity that you have where people instantly feel comfortable with you, and not everyone can do that. That takes someone who is engaging and can bring you in and feel like I'm an actor, but I'm also super approachable and you'll like me, and that's you. So I feel Seth Rogen would be a very good you.
I have to say something, but it's gonna have to wait till we're off screen. We get Sandra Delilah saying Seth kicks ass.
I love Seth Rogen. Love.
We get Lynn Alex is she laughing in embarrassment at me? I'm not sure. Lusty, who would play you in a movie about your life?
I'll say I have two choices. Like it can be Anna Tawai with a blonde wig, or it can be maybe Reese with a spoon, with her
Reese
spoon,
Witherspoon.
with her
Okay,
spoon.
yeah.
Like
Sorry, whenever I hear her name said aloud, I keep on thinking about that meme of there's a picture of Reese Witherspoon and she's thinking about something. She's holding up a spoon, and then there's the next image is they photoshopped out the spoon, and it's Reese without her spoon.
I know, but it's very like two light actress, but they are very like versatile. They can do everything, and they can have very deep roles in movies also. So I think I needed that. I needed somebody who can be very crazy, but also can be very deep to express my moody life. I see that.
Felicia.
So I think the person who looks most like me now, unfortunately, I actually look more like her because she's famous. I'm not. Is a drag queen in LA. Her name is Jackie Beat, and our faces are so similar that when I post pictures to Facebook, it tags her in them. It's like, and Jackie Beat was there, and I'm like, no, that's my face. Like that, that's my face. So I think Jackie Beat physically looks the most like me. In terms of actors, one of them, actually neither of them would work because one of them unfortunately has passed away. I would love for it to
This
have
could
been.
be anyone through any time, so that counts.
That is very true. But I would have loved for it to have been Philip Seymour Hoffman. I think he would have really had the sensitivity to kind of go into my very fucked up psyche and sort of make sense of it better than I ever could. And the other person, and it wouldn't work because unfortunately we do not share skin tone, but I think he is the most brilliant actor of today, hands down, bar none. He is brilliant. If you do not follow him, you should, is Billy Porter. Billy Porter is like literal genius. He's
Who is
phenomenal.
Billy Porter?
He stars in Pose. So Pose is a show by Ryan Murphy that just premiered its final season recently about the Vogue ball scene in New York in the late 80s, early 90s. And it actually features the largest transsexual cast in TV history, and it's beautiful. And Billy Porter is one of the main characters and brilliant. Like I really feel that he understands the sensibility of sort of the struggle when you're dealing with your sexuality, but also your gender.
Amazing.
I'm someone I'd like to see play you, if you don't mind me saying, and
I can't
foisting
wait.
this on you. But judging from your more masculine personas, I would like to see this performer stretch themselves to do drag to perform to play you would be Henry Cavill.
Okay. I'm down. I mean, he's freaking gorgeous. So, like, he'd have to meet with me to get an essence of who I am, and I'll be like, I'll give you my essence.
I'm curious.
No casting coach situation. Just
I'm curious. Like, who will see for me? Who you see for me?
Henry Cavill is the Superman that's been in the last couple.
But who do you see for Lusty?
Oh, for Lusty.
For Lusty.
I think.
I'm gonna jump in here. I actually really like that you said Reese Witherspoon because I went to a specific movie when you said that, and it's not one of her more popular ones, but I think it was the one that she was I think one of her best performances, bar none, and it was Vanity Fair, where she plays Rebecca Sharp. And what I love about it is she, the Rebecca Sharp character is a woman who makes her way through society when she has nothing in a time that women were absolutely defied to make their way through society. And I have a feeling that with your personality, your looks, your charm, your intelligence, your strength, you'd be a Becky Sharp. You'd be like, regardless of who stands in my way, I'm moving forward. And that's why I feel Reese Witherspoon could do you justice.
Ah, thank you. So
I'm
I was
gonna
Rachel
agree with
McAdam.
Sabrina with
Yeah.
Rachel McAdams. I could definitely see them as well.
She's more beachy than me. I mean, or the character she's
Classy
doing,
and funny.
but
Sabrina
classy.
nails it.
Exactly. Oh, I love it.
Misty is now asking, I love these questions. Who do y'all see for me? So your choices for each other seem spot on. So if you were think of Misty Portugal.
Oh, I've got it. I know. I've got it. But it would be a stretch for this actress, but I think she could pull it off. Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci has range, though.
I really think Christina Ricci could get into that. She was in a movie called The Opposite of Sex, and it was this really quirky, offbeat rom-com, but maybe a dramedy a little bit too. And I really feel that she could kind of go in and get that. And there's that other actress. Parks and Recreation. Very dark humor.
She's an amazing comedian as well.
She's hilarious.
I'm searching.
The one of the independent movies that she was in that was fantastic was Safety Not Guaranteed, which
this
I
is
believe
driving
is
me
on
bananas.
Netflix.
She delivers everything in that straight monotone, like nothing ever phases her.
I don't know why, but for her, I have in my head like Mary Addison Timling in Little Sister. I don't know if it's because of the pink hair, but kind of have like the mixed mysterious vibe.
Okay, yeah.
But with the pink hair.
Audrey Plaza. Audrey Plaza. Misty, Audrey Plaza. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh, I see her. I see what you did there. Mm-hmm.
There it is. Yes, Spicy is mentioned it as well.
Aubrey
Plaza.
Aubrey
there we
Plaza.
go. Jimmy as well. And Sandra Delilah just was thinking for herself. I'd like to think of Christina Hendricks. It's Hendricks, not Kendricks, I believe. But you're probably reaching. It was just a typo. You just reached the finger the wrong way. But I think that would be a good fit. Good fit. I didn't mean to make that very much. Yes. All right.
When I think of Wild Delilah, and I don't know her that well, but I go to a young Susan Sarandon, like a Rocky Horror Picture Show Susan Sarandon.
Oh my God, yes.
And Wild Delilah, I hope you take that as a compliment because that's how it was intended. I mean, she was hotter than hot. She still is.
Yeah, she know it.
But yeah, that's sort of the vibe that I would get from you.
Right, next question that we are set for. Sandra, I think, is not upset. She's laughing, saying, "Oh my God, yes." If you woke up tomorrow as the opposite sex, what would be the top 3 things that you would do? Top 3.
Oh my God!
I like that they're demanding that we give them 3 answers for it each.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm going to masturbate myself. I want to know the feeling. Like, come on, like just feeling what it is to ejaculate in. Yeah, no, I will not complete my
I love
sentence.
the hand gesture. Just
ejaculate.
drop
Yeah.
the sparkles.
Exactly. Why not? I think I'm going to go drag in a bar if it's safe, like, but just like dragging like a gentleman, because there is so much douche dragging like trash, and like, so I want to make a woman
do you mean
like very
drag,
happy.
What do you mean by drag?
Okay, I mean pick up, very be
all right.
seductive, but in in a gentleman way. Not like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, grab your hands and no, like I mean, in a way that it's very respectful, you know? Okay. So, and the third thing, I hope it's gonna be winter because I want to pee and just write my name in the snow. I want to do this thing. I want to be writing my name this like yeah. So I want to be a real man for a woman. I want to masturbate and write my name in the snow, like because why not? Why not?
Comedian David Pride, he says it's sorry, Spicy Sparkle's saying a fucking men,
Yeah,
and we
fucking
don't like a douche.
exactly.
David Pride has a comment that women can write their name in the snow as well.
Oh my,
You check out
yeah,
this
like
comedian, but for a man is like using a big fine point, and a woman is like using an etch a sketch.
you got a
Oh my
pencil.
god.
I have a fucking like splashy. I look like a turkey if I try to pee like outside.
Oh my god. Oh my
Uh,
god.
uh, all right, I'm not going to be terribly original. Yeah, I would like to feel it as a woman would feel it too. I think maybe the one thing I'd be doing a little bit different, like the masturbation thing. One of the things I'd do a little bit different is I'd fucking have to watch a bunch of YouTube tutorials of makeup and all the other, because there's no education has been given to me as a man about women's health, and I'd be very concerned. I'd also be very concerned about probably losing 30 cents on the dollar with a paycheck. So
Yeah, it's fair. That's fair.
so as much as I definitely would be in on protest to say that is not cool. If I was a woman, I hope I wouldn't be any more concerned than I already am, but I would, or be as active as I already am. But please, yeah, there's so much disparity in society towards women and men. All right. Sorry, I got serious. Felicia.
I think it's absolutely important that you got serious. I think there is that, and the fact that you would recognize it, the fact that you'd be like, I'm about to take a pay cut because that's the fucking shit society we live in. So it's really fun. I just want to bring it back up here for a second because Lusty, you fucking killed me. Like that I just peed myself because here I am. Well, this question is
Did you write your
thinking
name?
about the first thing I would do as a woman would be to check in with myself, to abandon the male ego and find out what the feminine mystique can offer humanity because that is the power of women. And she's like, I use my penis and pee in the snow because that is really the extent of what men can do. That is really the battle of the sexes is men piss in the snow and write their name, and women explore the farthest reaches of the universe with their psyches and spirits. So I'm just like, yeah, I would understand what it means to give life, to procreate, to be a catalyst for human existence, and then you get to be in the snow because really that is a fair representation. That is what we do. We also bounce our penises from side to side. We see how big they get. Like, yeah, it's that's it. So to answer the question, number one, I would check in with my femininity to really explore that to its depth. It would be wonderful to see what it would be like to have never had a penis. And I mean wonderful in the sense that I understand the disparities, but I would also love to check in with the feminine energy of that. Two, I would buy myself probably the most expensive dress I could afford and put myself in it with my breasts, waist, hips. Jesus Christ, I would worship every inch of my stunning, stunning, stunning female form. No matter if it's big, small, tall, short, I don't fucking care. I would be like, this is my fucking female form. You all love it. It's perfect. And then lastly, I would have the most crazy amount of sex. And the reason I say this is a question Josh and I, a former best friend of mine, had asked ourselves years ago. And I was like, if I was a woman, what would I do? And I would probably sit spread eagle on a table and say, if you're a hot, attractive man, please come over. Because I mean, men love women. Gay men love gay men, but men love women. And I would just be like, I'm going to use this to my full advantage. So we're doing it, guys. Bring the condoms. We're going for a long time.
I think
Then
somebody say
Alex is,
helicopter dick. Yeah, that's the helicopter dick. Gotta try the helicopter. It's like, yeah, I don't know how men can do this, but like it happened. Okay, every one of my partners that I have in my life who were male just pop out of the shower, like it happened minimum one time. It's just like, oh, look at this. I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Like you look like a naked guy trying to move his penis.
Bravo. You know, you're like, wow, your
Like,
penis is flip flopping
do,
around.
do you want me to clap every time you do clap, clap? Like, let's do a song,
well,
helicopter song.
sorry, I just in defense of men here, which is such a bad place to be. In defense of men, you, Lusty, you understand how difficult it was to learn how to spin tassels.
Yes, for tassels, I understand, but I mean, it's not okay. Okay, shaking tassels, it's hard. It's art. Shaking your penis like this, churning. I don't know if it is. I don't know. I
There's a
don't
skill
know.
required, is what I'm going to say. Jason McCullough
I
saying
just, I
YouTube
just,
tutorials or go talk to Mona Perverse.
I just don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Spicy Sparkles is saying yes, girl. All right, we're male nudity is always funny.
Yes. Yes.
Christopher is saying, I think the helicopter is a required eventual event in all relationships. I don't agree. Kind of like the first fart. So
I don't fart ever. That's not a thing I do. Ever.
Yeah, but like nobody will laugh of a woman spinning tassel, but spinning a dick,
But
like it will make somebody laugh who won't say like, "Oh my God, scales,
but I
scales
find
in
it
the air."
I find it interesting that this comment is coming up because I have actually talked about this with friends of mine extensively. I can watch female strippers and I'm like, wow, that is sensuality. Like that is the essence of sensuality. The way they move, the way their hair falls, the way, you know, their breasts shake, the way everything about them. It's just the legs, the way they even hold themselves on their shoes. And I'm not attracted to women, but I see it and I'm just like, that to me, if you were to say describe sensuality, I would take that and be like, this is sensual. This is what it looks like. This is my image of sensuality. I'm attracted to men and I watch male strippers and it's thrusting and awkwardly moving offbeat to music. And not to say that's a generalization, because yes, there are some that maybe they're more attuned to their bodies, but for the most part, it's just like grunt, grunt, grunt. And you're
Oh
just
my
like,
God, yes.
that is not sexy. It's not attractive. It's sad. It's really sad.
Lynn Alex is saying, put a tassel on the tip and maybe it'll be artsy.
Oh, and seeing the balls shaking at the same time. Like, do you want to put glitters on the balls also? I don't know. Okay, let's skip. Oh, okay, this
Felicia
song.
never farts. That's why she's so tall.
It's not a lie.
And Bridget Kang
Oh,
is, I'm so late, but I
baby.
still love you all.
Brigitte,
For
so
those of you who want to be in for the draw, please put in the hashtag 654. Brigitte Kayakoko saying, Felicia, you kill me. I want to be on an episode with you one day. You know what? You are by the way, Felicia, you are the person that most people request to be on an episode with.
Stop.
So you're one of the
I'm so
newest
lucky
people.
today.
Stop. You don't understand though, because I have only like recently discovered burlesque, like Telethon Productions spring break show is like one of the first times I got to see so many of you perform. And I'm fangirling, right? Because I don't think you guys understand how wonderful you are at your craft. And so to watch it and then be able to interact with you, I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm backstage with the stars. That's the feeling I have. So honestly, just getting to meet Misty and Karma, and I watched Kaya, and to be with you tonight, Lusty. And Mona. I mean, Mona, you're my love and best friend and the love doctor for having me. So like, it's just really cool to start being a part of this community. It's exciting.
I'm gonna cry.
We're gonna leave that on the moment. You know, Felicia, how much I respect and love you as a performer, and I have for so long. And I'm so glad to have the chance to be working with you again. I'm a little pissed that you got back into performing and you didn't mention anything to me at all. So,
but I wasn't really doing shows though. I was just doing like YouTube stuff.
Sure, but Never mind. We'll share as we go. Misty is saying, "Bwahaha, yes, please, glitter balls for the
Glitter
win."
balls.
Bridget Kang loves you, Lusty. Bridget
Mm.
Kang, lots of lovesick
I'm
pussy
going
there.
to adopt like Brigitte. She know it. Like she's going to have a place in my house. She know it. She know it.
Misty is saying, we're fangirling about you too, Felicia.
Yes.
And Jason McCullough saying, you're lucky. I'm lucky. Felicia's chair
Chair.
is lucky.
Yes.
Sandra Delilah, yay, blessed all around. Everybody is lucky. I feel I'm the luckiest one. Bridget is saying, okay, question. How did you meet your current partner, or what was the cutest way you've met someone romantically? Felicia, you're in the hot seat. I'm just going to get to these other comments before we answer that question, so you have a little time. Misty is saying, don't know what the draw is about 654. It's a chance to get yourself another Love Doctor sticker, Misty Portico. We've got a little tool that I'm going to display to everyone. So you have to put hashtag sex54 into the chat, which Misty has done cleverly by asking what it is. And when the time comes, I'm going to unveil this tool. Oh, it sounds so bad coming from a man. I'm
That's
not.
that's a
I'm going to
perfect
unveil the tool,
sentence.
and we get to see this new thing that I have access to do a giveaway during the show. Just a reminder, also though, please keep hitting like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Bridget Kang is saying, my place in Lusty's house is the pool. Jason McCullough met his partner by spinning pizza a box on his dick. No lie.
Wow.
I've heard the story. All right, we're getting some 654s in there. Unveil that tool, baby. There we are. If you're going to display a tool and you're not worried about hashtag a 654 hashtag by YouTube censors, no, not worried at all. Unveil the tool. Don't hide it. No shame. And love you all. So glad to watch this is with you. We're not
Oh,
being
girl.
done yet,
Oh.
Sabrina. We're continuing on. Now, Felicia, your chance to answer that question.
Yeah, so listen, I'm going to kind of flip this because I think it was more adorable for him than it was for me. But we actually met on Grindr, not super cute, I'm aware, but that's how we do. And the thing that kind of caught me off guard about him is he actually picked up on okay, this is the person I am, a Jane Austen quote I had in my profile. So yes, on Grindr, I'm the person with a literary quote, okay? I'm that person, so fucking deal with it. And he was just like, oh my God, that's a Pride and Prejudice quote. I love Austen. Are you a lit student? And I was just like, I'm instantly turned on by you. I want you so badly. Like, you fucking picked up on Austen. We're gonna have sex. Like, we're gonna have dirty, nasty, Victorian sex. And,
I love the Victorian.
It's gonna be fucking Grindr's modern day Roman. It fucking is. It is like, oh, anyway. So when we showed up on our first date, I wanted to do something cute. Now my friends are like, they laughed at me horrifically after. They were like, you did that, and I was like, yeah, I did because I'm fucking cool. He loves tea because he mentioned that he drinks a lot of tea when he reads because he's a lit student, etc., etc. And so instead of showing up, we met at the clock tower in the old port in Montreal, under it at sunset. This is a true story. It happened in November. And instead of holding a rose, I had made a rose out of tea. So I handed him a tea rose. That's how he knew it was me. So I think that's fucking adorable. And we dated for 3 days. Because then he opened my closet and found Felicia's accoutrements and was like, what's this? And I was like, surprise! And he didn't like that, so he left.
Then he left.
But it was so sweet, and you are so crafty. And crafty as in, yeah, this was a rose, a tea rose.
It's a tea rose. And I made it out of red rose tea. But I mean, come on! Jesus fuck. But whatever. His loss.
All right, Lusty.
So the question was, I had two options. Can you repeat it just to be sure?
It's one question. How did you meet your current partner, or what was the cutest way you've met someone romantically?
I'll say with my current partner, I met. It's fun because I met him in a burlesque show. Yeah, I went to an incredibly post-apocalyptic burlesque show made by the incredible Crimson Duchess, and at the Wiggle Room, and I was there with a date. He was there but I was there with a date to see one of my friends, Temptation performing, and he's Infernal Temptation best friend. So we went there to watch him. So after the show, we went to a restaurant with all the people, and we met them. And eventually, I started seeing those people. We were chilling together, and then we start to date slowly, and then magic start to happen. We take our time, and we did it well because we buy a house this year.
Yay!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He's there, he's playing, he's listening to me, and he's very supportive to my burlesque passion, because he's the film, the cameraman behind my new numbers. He's very good at. You don't want to say it, but he's very good at.
Well, he likes to look at you. That's a good sign, isn't it? Misty is actually. This is a response to Felicia. Well, fuck him.
Thank
The
you.
tea rose is
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Brigitte is saying, "Oh my god, I hate that man. What the fuck?" Spicy is that man has lost so much. Fuck him.
Mhm.
Actually, don't fuck him. That's the bad.
Yeah,
side of it.
yeah, so exactly.
Congrats to Lusty. That's we got goals, such goals. Sabrina is saying, Felicia, you deserve better.
Mhm.
Now I have to. All right, Misty is saying, your story is so cute, love it. All right, I'm gonna go back on a partner who I met. I was living in Toronto. I was working at the CN Tower because phallic symbols, and I was there, and one of my coworkers worked in a different department, but they stopped by and they chat with me.
What was
pretty
your
much
job?
every day.
What did you do?
At the CN Tower?
Yes.
What else do you do? It's to sell overpriced crap to tourists.
That's
Hot
amazing.
dog? Were you selling hot dog?
No, not food, not food. I had like
But like little figurines?
little figurines. We also I took
Flags.
the photos of people, so it made it look like they were King Konging the side of the building, like the little
I
green
would
screen
totally
photos.
do that.
It was a great chance to meet interesting people. And I had a lot of fun with it too. Just like telling people come up, ask you, do you notice if the CN Tower sways in the wind? And I go, no, I don't notice at all if it ever does that. Just I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
there is right, Lusty, your story is too cute. Love it. Anyhow, she would stop by. This person is still in my life today. They are a fantastic friend. But they asked me. They said, "Look, I've got a couple of free tickets to a movie. Would you like to go with me?" I said, "Sure." But at the time, I was just I had just gone through not really a solid breakup, but a bit of a breakup with someone, and so we went out and we were talking. I'm saying, I'm not sure if I'm ready to be dating anyone new, but like I've always thought you were attractive, and we had this good conversation. We were waiting in line for the movie, and somebody she knew came by and saw us there chatting and whatnot, and they came up and one of them said, "Oh, how are you doing? By the way, how's your husband?" And which point she had to tell that person, "Well, we're separated now." But I had no idea at this point that she was separated, and we ended up moving in together like a quick while afterwards. If I can say something, he never went down. Like that was he never, like, she had never had a man perform oral on her before.
No.
So
So
sad.
I was an
No.
upgrade. But the
That's
idea that
sad.
she wasn't even sure. Like she was just asking me out as a friend. She didn't know that we would eventually be dating. She did, or according to her, she just asked me out as a friend, and then I was a little too graphic or a little too forward. But she decided, you know what? Why not? I'm separated now. It's my life. I'm going to live it, and we enjoyed each other, and then continued to enjoy each other. That was kind of how that went.
I need a refill. Just a second.
All right. Isn't that fantastic man supposed to be bringing you some alcohol? Just walking away.
You know, he should be there with a jug and a palm leaf.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, he's there with the camera. He's there with the camera when it really counts.
When it really counts.
Are you ready for the next question, Felicia?
Just need to remind me about the next question, Love Doctor. What was it again?
I have to bring it up.
We haven't done it. No, but I thought I was going to add something to what you just said, but now it's gone. So you know what? Let's just go to that. Let's do that. Next question. She's so pretty.
Were you were shocked that somebody married somebody who never went down?
Thank you. You brought me back to my rage. Fuck that. So here's my thing. Okay. Now I've never performed oral on a woman. I really haven't been with that many women sexually. I have been with some, but there has never been that exchange of oral. But my thing is this. I love sucking a dick. I love it. And I don't just go down to go down. I go down with the enthusiasm of Beethoven writing the Moonlight Sonata. I'm like, if you're going to do this, I want you to explode like Mount Vesuvius. I want every fiber of your being to remember my mouth on your penis. And I'm doing that out of the pure joy of giving that to you. So if you're with a partner, and listen up, this is for ladies, gentlemen, however you identify, whatever your sexuality or gender is, if you're with someone and they will not go down on you for XYZ reason, fuck the fuck off. That's fucked up shit. That is fucked up shit because it is so incredible to give to your partner. That's all I have to say. I'm done now.
No, I definitely agree. Do it with passion. Sabrina saying Boo earns oral is great.
Yeah.
Like she's done. Exactly. This is so. I think this is. I understand that some people don't like oral, but that's another point. But honestly, for me, it's important. Like, so I cannot doing it, receive it. I think it's a so important exchange.
Brigitte is asking, Felicia, what is your astrology sign? You are amazing. And she's screaming it at the top of her lungs.
Okay, so don't hold it against me. I'm a Capricorn, but I know that my ascending is something else because I'm not a Capricorn. Everyone's like, you're a Capricorn. I'm like, no, I'm like a broken Capricorn. So we'll get into that because I'm not a Capricorn. I'm not. I swear to God.
There it is. Brigitte is saying, I know everyone else is. She's trying. All right, can I was doing radio at Delilah University, and there was a woman who had a Wiccan radio show, very sexy with a shaved head. We mentioned shaved heads earlier, and she asked me for my birth date, including the hour, so she could do my chart. And so I found out the hour and whatnot, and I gave it to her. And then I never saw her again. She avoided me in this small little radio station forever. Brigitte is saying Capricorns are my fave.
My sister is a Taurus. My sister's May 18th, and my best friend is May 8th, and my nephew is May 28th.
I'm the sign that everybody hates, but I know that Kaya would say that's the reverse, but I'm a Cancer. But when we know not J Fox tells you that you're the only one Cancer she like, it's great.
What? No.
So she was like, you're the only one Cancer I like. I was like, okay, thank you, girl.
So we're going to do the giveaway in a moment. We're going to do at least one or two more questions, and then we're going to do the giveaway and then get through some more. So Sex 54. But if you want to donate to help support the show, that's not the right one. Where'd it go? There. How did that's the same thing? Where's the proper one? There it is. To donate to the show, it's running along the bottom. It's Linktree. My manager's name / Paul Ash. The first thing is buy a drink, and that can go to supporting the show and paying these fabulous artists who are here with me now. Brigitte is saying cancers are my second fave. I wish I knew more about it, but I'm a Pisces, full on Pisces. Water energy is being thrown around. It's like Avatar or something.
Like the water energy.
It's just what you'd be doing if you woke up as a man, Lusty. Lynn Alex is there giving us a little bit of Cancer love. Me too. Pisces power. I want to say for those women who are wondering if they would masturbate, the first time that they ever wake up as a man, just to kind of feel how it feels. And I agree, I'd be very interested to know how a woman feels an orgasm, self-pleasure orgasm as well. I'll just warn you right now, it's not going to come out as hard and fast as you think it would, as it feels like it's about to. No? All right.
Oh, yeah. Felicia's face! He was like...
Felicia's face just sold it. Really, because, it feels like you're going to shoot it across the room, but it's...
Okay.
My question is
Felicia should do paintings.
But I need to know, will I do a creepy face? Because I don't know why. When women like climax, it's so like soft, sensual. It's beautiful. I mean, exciting.
No.
I'm
I've seen some angry women climaxes. Don't lie to yourself. They're not all.
Okay, great. But for men, it's like there is men who are very like soft and ish, but there is men they're like. And then you don't know. You're like, are you okay? Like, do you need help? 911 something? I don't know. Like, are you for heart attack? Like, I don't know. Should I do something? So I'm just like, I want to feel what is to come as a man with a penis, but what's gonna be my face? I don't know. I don't want to know what's gonna be my face. What do you think? Okay, next.
Lusty, that was so fucking, that was hot because that was good job, Lusty.
All right, this question is it weird to enjoy role play in bed? And I guess I have that question first. So the answer is yes, if you do it right. Felicia.
Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying this is going to be slightly on the lengthy side because this is quintessential to who Felicia Rayne is. So, I am a drag queen. I'm not trans, I'm not transgendered. I identify as male, but I do drag. However, in the last couple of years, I lost a lot of weight and I didn't feel comfortable with myself as a man because, in gay culture, men have to be washboard abs and tight muscles and everything has to be compact and small and perfect. And when you've lost as much weight as I did, there's a lot of loose skin, which was not appealing to gay men. And trust me, more than I can tell you, told me so to my face. That's gross. You should get that taken care of, were some of the comments that repeatedly came up in my client service survey. So I started to sleep with men as Felicia, which I had never done before in my life. Felicia was a stage persona, not someone who interacted with men sexually. And I got very into role play. And so I'm going to say the strangest role play, because I've done it all. I've done the traditional ones that you're thinking. And if you actually go on my Instagram, a lot of my friends comment that my drag never looks the same. They're like, most drag queens have a look that they reproduce and you look different in almost every picture. And that's because I was using different personas to sleep with different men. So there'd be, Felicia, the schoolgirl, Felicia, the nurse, Felicia, the Marilyn Monroe lookalike, Felicia, the whatever. There's several pirate Felicias, and just for fun, I hate pirates. I hate them. I think pirates are stupid. I fucking hate pirates. I hate Pirates of the Caribbean. I hate Johnny Depp. I hate pirates. And the reason I have so many pirate costumes is it's a popular request from men. A lot of men like drag queen pirates. But the weirdest one one I ever got was a guy who said, "Do you do celebrity impersonations?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And he goes, "If I send you a picture, could you recreate someone?" I was like, "Well, depending on their facial features and my own." I was like, "There's some people I can lend my face to easily than others. I can do Cher easily. I can do Marilyn easily. But, it depends. I'm not Megan Fox." So he sends me this pic, but it's not a celebrity. It's this, picture that's like kind of a sepia tone, like 60s, 70s. And I was like, I don't know this person. Who is this? And they're like, "Oh, they're just the person I knew." And I was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more information because I'm starting to get curious. Like, what is this?" And he goes, "It's my mother."
Oh well.
And I was like, "No." I was like, I'm going to stop talking here because I was like, I don't want to traumatize you in whatever you're living through by telling you it's weird or unhelpful. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist. But I was just like, I'm going to give you a hard no on that. I will not role play your mother. And then he says, when I respond this as politely as I could, by the way, I'd like you all to know that I was very like, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. If you find someone else, that's good for you, but that's not something that I could do for you. And he goes, "Don't worry, she's dead." And I was like, that doesn't make this.
That's more
That
disturbing.
doesn't make this better. Like, I was like, I don't know why. Like, selling me on, like, "Well, she's passed." I was like, "Oh well, great. Now I'll be your dead mom." Like, I was like, "No, I'm so sorry." And again, like, this isn't meant to offend anyone, and I know that's an intense story, but imagine me sitting there being like, "Oh, he's gonna say Harley Quinn because I've done that 2,800 times," or he's gonna say, Marilyn, or he's gonna say, one person asked me to do Reba McEntire, whatever. If that's I don't care. But your dead mother, that's something.
Little too much. We've got some comments I want to kind of get to before we jump to Lusty's answer. Jason McCullough saying when he climaxes, he laughs like a supervillain. It's normally how he laughs, I'm pretty sure. Lusty's boyfriend is listening right now. So it's talking about the O face. Bridget, OMG to that. We get Christopher Murtaugh will only roleplay in bed if he gets to roll a d20 and get a critical. Is it a crit one? Very weird. Or roll a d20. There we are. And Bridget is a bahaha to spicy. Not to yuck anyone's yum. Fantasy is a good way to explore taboo subjects, but at the same time, everybody has to be consenting. Definitely to be considered. And Felicia, bravo for you for stating your limits clear up. Lusty.
I love role play. I think it's something that needs to be talk with your partner if you want to try it, what you like, what you don't like, and but I'm very open, except the one who is next to your family, like role playing your mother or something. Like no, no, you don't do. I don't. Maybe you do. I don't do this. But even if I have, um, in the BDSM test, if you do it, you're gonna see there is like dumb mommy. That's me, but it's not because I'm dumb mommy that I want to play your mommy. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. But anyways, like I know you don't like pirates, Felicia, but I like role playing stuff like this. But if I do a pirate, I'm gonna be the dumb pirate, like the dumb DOM, not dumb. So I'm gonna be very like I like costume and stuff, but maybe that's affect because I do LARP, live action role play. So that's my second passion. There is burlesque, there is LARP, and so I played so much character like demons, succubus, angels, elven, dwarf, so naming orc. I've been an orc, so you can do everything, and it's very funny. But so you can move it to bed if you like. So I think that everything you like, if it's your kink, there is no kink shape. Just do it if you like it. But don't ask to Felicia to be your mom.
Yeah, as long as everybody is considering an adult, then yeah, it's fine to explore even darker ideas. But again, the big thing is everybody being consenting. And we are ready to give this a go. This is a new thing. Oh, shite. No. No, did I set that up wrong? I may have
What's
set
that?
that
I
up
was
wrong.
like, what? What's happening?
All right. Let me see if I can fix that. Just a moment. There it is.
You said, Felicia, that you like burlesque performers' costume and stuff, but like drag costume are so impressive. Not only the makeup, but costume. Like I know that we rhinestone a lot as burlesque performers, but
So
drag,
I'm
wow.
gonna be super honest with you, Lusty, and this actually came up on the last time I was on the Love Doctor. I'm a bad drag queen because I'm the type of drag queen that I like to be in women's clothing, dressed as a woman, impersonating a woman because I find it so powerful. But I have zero eye for fashion. I can do makeup because I'm trained to do makeup, but I'm not the queen that when you come to one of my shows, you're gonna be like, oh my God, look at her gown. You're gonna be like, she wore stretch pants and a t-shirt. I'm like, I did. I did that. I was beautiful that night. And I look like someone from Walmart in Minnesota. But no tea, no shade to Walmart Minnesotans, but I identify more as a comic who does drag than a drag queen who is a comedian. So I'm comic first and drag queen second. So that's why I have no taste. I mean, I sewed this top, and my friends were like, "But you chose that fabric." I'm like, "I did. I picked this. This is the fabric that called to me in the store." I was like, "This is beautiful. This should come home." And my
This
friends were
is
like, "You have no taste." And I was like, I
what?
think
Who
I
say
have
that?
all of
Who
them.
say that?
But look at how pretty. Look at this. You're going to tell me this is not beautiful fabric?
Honestly,
It's
I like the
gorgeous.
colors. There is cheetah prints.
It's cheetah. It's colorful. It's me. I'm eclectic. That's who I am.
That's it. Honestly, nobody should tell every else what
The
to wear.
Love Doctor, I apologize. I am on tangents tonight, but you know what? This has been very therapeutic, so I'm going to pay you at the end of the evening for my therapy
Yes.
session.
Thank you, Sabrina. All drag style are valid.
All drag styles are valid. No drag shames. It's fucking gorgeous from
Thank
Spicy
you.
Sparkles. I want to see. I hope this works because this is the first time I've got the chance to use this. Let's try it. It says there's 11 entries, and we click it. All the people who did hashtag 654.
Oh, this is who wins.
Mona Perverse, you are the winner.
Oh my god.
Mona!
Look at that confetti spraying all over Mona Perverse.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So
Good job.
Mona, I'll be sending you a message about how to get this to you as best and safely as we can in these COVID times.
It's gorgeous. It's on my fridge, like I see it every morning.
But you haven't peeled the sticker. You've
No, because no, I don't peel it. I don't put on the fridge because I want to be able to put it everywhere when I want to see it. That's why.
There we are. All right, we've got a lot more questions to get through, and we are 3/4 of the way through the show, the major length of the show. So we will do our best to get through them quickly. But Mona, I'll be contacting you for those. Here we are. The next question. Oh, that's not the next question. That's the fantastic Felicia Rayne.
Mm-hmm.
The next question is: are you willing to fall in love, become emotionally invested with a new partner? Felicia.
No.
I'm going to say yes with the right person. Lusty.
Exactly the same answer as you, the Love Doctor. Yes, for with the same with the right person. Yeah, I need to trust. I need to trust.
All right. I'm pretty sure this question was there before we had the last discussion. Oh, go ahead, Lusty.
I need to be clear. I'm in a polyamorous relationship. That's why I say that. Because
Yes.
I said earlier that I have a partner. That's
All right. What is your most taboo fantasy? Can I just jump on this one a little bit first, just to say?
please.
Is anyone that has ever asked that question has one in mind?
Yeah.
And that is the thing to be said. Anyone who asks that has one in mind. and I wish they would ask specifically about which one it was. Spicy Sparkles is going yay from Mona. There we've got yay. Congrats to Mona. Sabrina is giving us a GG.
GG. Great.
So Lusty, what is your answer to that question if you choose to answer it?
Can just repeat so I'll be sure to answer well
What's your
or
most
not.
taboo fantasy?
I'll say that so much stuff are taboo, like in our generation and in the past generation. So as a member of the BDSM community, I will say that I have too much taboo to explain all of them.
Boom. Felicia.
Okay, I preface this with a warning of consent is important. Everything is about consent. But what I am going to say is my particular fetish is I love sort of marking guys, claiming guys who are not specifically gay. I have rules against how I do this. So no drugs, no alcohol. They have to be of sound mind. But I like convincing them mentally that they should sleep with me to prove that they're not gay. Like it becomes like a very dangerous minds kind of thing for me. I'm just like, can I convince you that having sex with me makes you not gay? And then my fetish is the fact that I will be the person who did that. So that is, it's 100, like for all of you sitting there going, okay, yes, every therapist I've ever said that to has been like, okay, but it's always consensual because no alcohol, no drugs, I said no manipulation. That's a lie. No physical coercion, but psychological manipulation, which is probably quite devastating. I'm working on it.
That is there is a term for that as well.
It's called fucked up.
No, there's.
No, come on, babe. You know.
It's like the opposite of a gold star. It's a turn chaser or something.
A mea culpa. It's when you get the Catholic boy to fuck up.
Well,
I was like, Satan owns your ass now.
I'm working on it. Lots of laughter, Felicia. You kill me. All right. I suppose. You know what? I think from personally for me, what is my most taboo fantasy? I've explored a lot of fantasies for people, and I've gone past my own limits on things. And there's things that I now will say no to, and so I've been asked to participate in race play, and I just can't feel authentic doing it. I dated a masochist, like a very severe masochist, and it nearly broke me. So that is something that I'm not keen on revisiting. So apologies to any masochists who find me attractive. And to find me attractive, you probably have to be a masochist. Sorry, self-deprecating humor.
oh, don't say that. Don't
It's in there
say
as a
that.
device.
No.
Don't, please don't. It was
No.
there for humor. Don't try to suck up to me on being kind on that one. Let me get the fucking laugh first. Because that's what's most important. So anything consenting adults can do or think of, as long as it's between them, then that should be fine, with the understanding that it is just between them. And the next question we have is, how are folks dating during these COVID times? Felicia.
So full transparency, real answer. During COVID, I was actually diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder. So I have not been dating. And that was a conscious choice because I've been doing so much therapy and giving myself mental health care that to sort of add dating to a mix where that's already my pain body. Like I already sort of react very aggressively towards gay men and relationships. I feel very insecure. So I actually took a step back from dating and have not been dating during COVID. So I like to actually think of this as the universe kind of being like, it's cool that you're not dating right now. Like, I'm giving you a break. And I'm like, thank you, universe, not for COVID, because that's terrible, but for the break, because I needed it.
I want to point out at this point in time, May is BPD Awareness Month,
Hmm.
as well as Asian Heritage Month, as well as Masturbation Month. So
And
all those
sclerose
things
en
kind of
plaques. Yeah. Sclerose en plaques also. I don't know what it's. It's SP.
Multiple sclerosis.
Thank you.
multiple sclerosis, and also I want to point out to today's Cinco de Mayo, which is not Mexican Independence Day, but it is the day where they fought off the French army, and when
Mhm.
the French army was the French government or the government of France was supporting the Confederacy because the Confederacy offered them cotton and slaves. And so Mexico said no to that, and they were keeping their independence. And they said, "Europe, we owe you nothing. You've robbed our nation for decades, centuries." Sabrina is saying, "Consent and fun. That's teamwork." And sending some love, Felicia. Stay strong, and take care. I also want to point out there is a wonderful show that airs every Friday night online. It's from Montreal. Elsbeth Wright. It's called Battle of Wits, and she's donating the entire month to BPD awareness. And she is a hilarious comedian, and I definitely suggest checking her out. Lusty, your answer to the question.
Same thing. Not dating during the COVID. A relationship came to me during COVID. Not anymore, but it wasn't a dating. I also get a mental illness diagnostic. That was like depression, but I'm still fighting for it. But it's better. But I don't think COVID. For me, I don't think COVID was a great time and still a great time to dating. So let's see what life would bring to me. It's always what I say.
Boom. I'm I'm in an open relationship at this point. It's supposed to be it's emotionally closed, but online dating is something that exists, and that is kind of safe during COVID. If you're only going to be not meeting, you're only chatting online, and that is one way to sort of connect and maybe play off another person's desires to enjoy. And I highly recommend that as a way to make yourself feel sexy at the same time. Well, it can be rather harsh as well. Uh, and that leads us to our next question fairly safely. Um, COVID safe sex, not facing each other, wearing masks, and obviously condoms. Yeah, phone sex is also safe sex. According to the government of Canada, glory holes were safe for a while. So that's something else to think about. Felicia.
Yeah, I don't really know how to answer this because did I follow government safety measures publicly? Yes. Privately, no. Like, I mean, I still entertained during COVID. I still slept with people during COVID. But I remember this one guy who I met through Grindr, and when he came to meet me, he was like, "I'm going to keep my mask on."
Mm.
But he had also proposed that we bear back. So I was kind of really, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really kind of confused. Like, what kind of Russian roulette are we playing today? So it just confused. Like, so, and again, you know what? I don't like to judge people, especially in bed, because it can be very traumatizing. But I'm going to say I was confused. I was very confused with that. I feel I need the mask to protect my health, but let's have sex without a condom and I don't know you. So I'm confused. Confused.
And you not be able to pick them out of a lineup, well, at least a lineup of their faces.
Like I ever look at their faces.
Lusty.
I will say, my mogul life is a healthcare professional. And so I'll say that if it's stick with your main partner and you know that your partners and you know that your partners are not seeing other person and that they are safe and that you can follow the rules and everything, okay. But for the dating with people you don't know, I don't think it's safe. Personally, I don't recommend it. But it's always your choice.
virtual dates, obviously, and keeping safe within your bubble. And if your bubble
Yes.
only contains your family, then please don't have sex with your family. Just
Yeah. Nah.
Especially if they're unattractive.
I know I'm not gonna take a swipe at various regions of the world. There we are. This is actually the last question that we have here, unless somebody drops a question in. But we are getting close to the end of times. What do you know the name of everyone you've slept with? Lusty, you have.
Okay, I say in my early 20s because I start being old. Okay, my early 20s, it's gonna be weird. Okay, I had a journal when I just write the name of the person, and for me, a scale on 1 to 10, or on how was the experience with the person. But like in my early 20s, I think I did that during a year, but then I stopped. So all the person after that year, I don't remember your name, but I think that somewhere, maybe in a box, this journal still exists, and maybe I still got that. When I'm gonna look at it, it's gonna be like something. I'm yeah, but I don't remember every name. Sure, 100% sure. Sorry.
All right. Don't be sorry for giving an honest answer. Christopher is actually going, "Oh my God, Felicia is cracking me up tonight as well." Misty is laughing. Everyone, the names of everyone. I
No,
don't
not
even know
every.
how many there were. Spicy Sparkles is also given a ha ha ha. All right. I'm going to explain why I sort of ducked behind the table. There's oh, how can I? All right. First off, no, I don't know the names of everybody. Some I
Right?
don't even remember the nicknames of some of them, because some of them, like my best friend was a woman, and we talk, but I'd kind of say, oh, this person, or it's Spanish dancer girl, or a brain woman who was like, she was studying brains. She wanted to give me an MRI, which I probably should have took her up on, but. Um, that was the first person I ever been with who was honestly multi-orgasmic, as in like rolling orgasms very easily, and I didn't realize it. I was injured, but I just, the journal with the names in it, I need to address, because I was working in hotels close to where I grew up, and one of my coworkers uh, moved in with their girlfriend, and he came to me one day. He says, "Hey, do you know a Heather something?" And he gave a name, and I'm going, "That's not that uncommon a name, but it does sound familiar." And he says, "Well, they remember you." And then he informed me that the woman he moved in with had changed her name. And on a school trip to a drama festival, I had met her, and we had kind of hooked up when I was in high school. And so when she moved in, she had all these things, and he looked through it, and my name was in the book with a phone number and 4 stars out of 5. He had 3. Uh, apparently. All right, Felicia. So do you know the names of
This
everyone
book,
you slept with?
this book will
So,
never be seen by anybody. So
yes, no, I think he snooped a little. That's all. I may have had too much to drink to admit that, but I hope they're not watching. Just
shh.
So listen, if you're a betting person, we mentioned triple digits earlier. So you do the math. Do you think I remember everyone's name? I mean, really? We've also talked about some of my substance abuse issues. Do you think I remember everyone's name? That being said, let me illustrate my point perfectly for you by one name I did not remember. He was one of the people that entered my little black book. Now, to be entered into my little black book, you have to have something that I am actually very attracted to. So not everyone makes it into the black book, but my fetishes make it into the black book. And he was one of my fetishes. And, you know, I remember there was a lot of dirty talk between us, and I was always like, oh, Michael, t'es tellement fucking beau, oh, Michael, oh, yeah, fucking shoot in my mouth, oh my God, you're so fucking hot. And I think maybe 7 or 8 times into us meeting, he tapped me on the shoulder mid-performance, and he said, Garde, he's like, t'es tellement belle, mais mon nom, c'est Jonathan. And I was like,
My
So-
lousy French, I understood that. All right.
Wow.
I'm like, you know, but I still did a great job. I don't know who you are. Just appreciate the fact I'm here, you son of a bitch.
But the question is that, so your black book is like, you need to be incredible to be in that.
Not incredible. You just have to have one of my like. I'm gonna give you an example.
John
But I-
Cusack.
I never tell people this. I love guys who have abs, and you could be physically Quasimodo up here, like disfigured in a fire. Like you could have no face at all. You could be
Deadpool.
a mannequin with abs. And that I stopped seeing after that. Like I see that, like my gaze stops there, and you could be like, what color was his eyes? It was like he had eyes. I wasn't aware. So if you fall under one of my fetishes, and that's one of them, but there are many, you fall in the black book. And then I'll remember your name because you're in the black book. But if not, you were the guy I met at Sky the night I had Jägermeister. I don't know.
So
That one night. All right, that one night.
That one night.
does John Cusack is in your book?
Oh yeah, John Cusack in the book. He's in the book. John.
Spicy Sparkle
John.
is giving us a lot of laughter, and then oh wow, Sabrina Kitsune Cloutier laughing with tears. That has been fantastic. If somebody wants to give us a last question, I do want to remind you, you can support the channel with the fantastic Felicia Rayne, Lusty Onyx. It's just down there. The first link there is buy a drink. You can click on that. That's the PayPal link, and you will be supporting this channel, keeping it going. So everything that will be there will be shared equally with all the performers that you're currently seeing on screen now. This has been a fantastic show. I love you both. I do.
Thank you. We love you too, love Doctor. Like we won't be there if you're not.
Right?
If you didn't create this fantastic show.
I just the thing is, this show is only growing out of the fact that there has been no wiggle room for a year. There was a brief little period. The Voix de Ville variety show, when it eventually does come back, it will continue. But I think this show will continue as well. Just move to another night because there's it. Oh, we do have another question. Music during sex, yes or no? Felicia, you have that question first. So please, the link to donate is running across the bottom, and let's hear.
100% yes. And it's really funny because I had this one playlist that I had made on Spotify. I think I called it Daddy Issues. And it was for when I was sleeping with guys as a man, and my type as a man is I sort of become the more assertive, the more dominant, which is funny because as a woman I become more submissive. Very odd, exploring it with therapists, but anyway,
not odd, it's who you are.
It's who I am. It really is who I am. So when I was exploring this Daddy Issues playlist, one of the songs that came on is very feminine. It's very like female power stripper song. So I was with this guy one day and I'm like fucking, I'm the guy, I'm like, yeah! And then all of a sudden this song comes on and it's like, and he's like, what just happened? Like he could not follow what, like my gender just like flipped, and I wasn't in drag, but like as a guy I was just like, oh yeah. It's hilarious because the song made me do it.
The song made me do it.
The song made me do it.
Your biography, that is going to be the third title or a chapter title. The song made me do it.
The song made me do it.
The song made me. Yeah, after the title of your porn movie. The name of your sex tape. The name of your sex tape. I'll say yeah. Yes, I have. I have.
Sorry,
But
I
go
have
ahead.
to address that right away. Felicia, you went like this, and I'm not sure if you were making a heart or doing the pepper grinder.
I think it's both.
Can it be
She
both? I was
loved.
gonna say,
She
Okay,
loved the
it
pepper
was both.
grounder because she loved the pepper grounder. That's why. That's it.
And finger guns to top it off.
Whew.
Uh,
Whew.
Sabrina is saying, "Thank you all for the amazing show. Thank you, Felicia and Lusty. Lusty, your answer to this question."
Okay, so I say yes, I am, but I prefer ambience, like music, jazzy can be like not like nature. I'm listening to rain. I mean, if it's rain, if it's Felicia rain noise, something else. But yeah, so very like relaxing, jazzy blues, something like I like it, and if I like it also when it's not only sex but doing shibari. It's very relaxing. It's um a role play, I'll say.
okay.
So I really like this. I think it's very great, but I know people who prefer when it's specific songs in their playlist. But for me, it's more like a vibe.
I'm gonna please remember to click like, hit subscribe. The likes really help with the channel. If you share it, the video is going to be up for a long time. So please share the video. If I can say, in my 30s, I actually made a custom CD that it was sort of like my makeout tunes. And I'm trying to think, like there was some ambient on it, a bit of gothic industrial. Shite. Do I have to admit this? Is Nick Cave's "Do You Love Me," which is a
Oh,
fantastic, like that. If you're going to be making out with somebody, that is a great song to be making out to, or whatever
I
part you're
just
kissing.
pictured the love doctor doing the vacuum cleaner, being all
what?
You know what I'm talking about. You've been to those clubs, right?
So my first wife actually said I danced like a muppet after seeing me dance at a goth club.
Can you do it
I was
again,
a mad
Felicia?
dancer. I was a mad dancer. Let's get you in the big window when we see that. Let's.
Yeah, do it again.
Okay. So this is the vacuum cleaner. This is a goth club dance. Okay, please, if you identify as gothic, this is no shade, no tea, no shade. But it's
You know what it made me think? You know the little Mr. Wind you see outside when you want to.
what? No,
The crazy inflatable, the crazy inflatable balloon
Yes,
man.
I love this. It's like, where are you going? Oh,
Denny Leger saying thanks for the show, everyone. Misty saying I also love this show,
thank
and
you, Mr.
thank you
Portugal.
for it. To Lusty and Felicia, you are great, be fantastic. Tune in next week because it's going to be an amazing show. Everyone wants to have you on the same show as them, Felicia. So I'm probably going to be having you back as in quick succession because you know how much I
Totally.
love you as well.
that's great because I'll plan a new outfit. I'll have a new outfit for you guys.
Oh
It'll be
my
less
God.
Minnesota Walmart.
Minneapolis, St. Paul. Let's get at it.
I don't know if she's still there, but I need to thank Sabrina because I don't know if she left, but thank you, Sabrina. Because of her, I'm not, I mean, thankful for her. I'm gonna be in a burlesque show like in May 22. That's called Derrière les portes closes. I know that the Spicy Sparkle will be there also, and another other amazing burlesque. So thank you, Sabrina. You're amazing. It's burlesque. It's with Burlesque à Québec.
Burlesque Quebec. Please, I don't have the link to put up there, but just so people will know, they can find it on your Instagram. So that's lusty.onyx on Instagram.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
Felicia, do you have anything that you want to promote coming up?
Absolutely not. My mental health has been pretty fucked up over the last month. So we haven't really even been doing TikToks, but I do have sort of an idea coming up for TikToks where I'm going to interpret literary works after I've smoked a joint. I think it's going to be very interesting. So sort of like Shakespeare, take a hit and then tell you my drag interpretation of what's being said. If that's something you think might be interesting, follow me on TikTok. Like the kids do. I don't grind or show my abs because I don't have any.
So Felicia _Rayne on Instagram and TikTok. That information is there. We've got, there it is. Let's see if I can put this up very quickly. Just so I've had a little bit to drink.
Is it my OnlyFans? You should not be putting up my OnlyFans. That's not right.
Derrière les portes closées.
Derrière les portes closes.
De close. Burlesque Quebec. So
it's
please,
22 May.
The 22nd of May.
22nd of May, yeah.
So please check that out. If I can actually, all right. The link tree at the bottom, not only does it have the button to donate, but it also has my manager's list of things where you can follow him doing various things, including this Saturday. If you follow either his Instagram or his Twitter or whatever the fuck that fucker does, you'll be able to find out that he's doing a show Saturday night of stand-up comedy with a number of Just for Laughs veterans, and that's a free show that's available online. So if you want to check that out, it's the Unknown Comedy Club. It'll be mentioned on his Twitter and on his Instagram. So please check that out. But please donate also to support these fantastic performers who are just above me here.
May I just say a huge thank you to you, Love Doctor, because when you wrote to me and you were like, hey, do you want to be on?
No, you can't. No.
I have to. I'm sorry, I refuse your consent. I'm going to say it anyway, and you're going to love it. Lube up because it's coming. So when you asked me if I would do next week's show, like that's my moment, right? Like that's the moment in my week where people are like, did you have a good day this week? I was like, oh my God, yes, with the Love Doctor messaged me and asked me to do the show. And that's the moment that I'm like, oh my God, like I got excited. Like this is a new pink sports bra that was purchased for you people today because I was so excited to be.
Love the color.
I was really excited because it's all glowy, and I even sort of put my 80s toys in the back to kind of have a theme. So I want to say that, and I also want to say a huge thank you to Lusty because honestly, I think you are as beautiful as you are kind, smart, intelligent, fierce, funny, and I was so excited to do this show with you tonight, and you were above and beyond. So Lusty, like super cool to have met you and to have got to do this with you tonight.
Love jerking. Thank you so much. Also, I think like you're always saying thank you to the artists who go to your show, Love Doctor. But it's a show that help us grow and help people grow because we are answering questions. We are having so much fun together. I had a blast tonight. It's incredible. And also, yeah, this week I was like, when I received the message, I was like, yeah, I'm available Wednesday. Yeah, of course. And I was like, what's gonna be the other artist? When he said like Felicia Wayne, I was like, ah, like so I was so happy. But thank you to make this show alive, and I can't wait eventually when Vaudevilles gonna be on stage because I never had the pleasure to perform on stage. So I hope one day.
And I want to point out, did Misty Portugal, I know that you thanked her, did she inspire you with the hot pink sports bra? Because she wore that the last time she was on.
I am so not going to lie. Yes, this is absolutely a shout out to Misty, and I'm glad you caught it. Because Misty was it last week?
I believe it was last week. Her and Galadriel Caress.
So she had this like coral pink top, and it glowed under black light. I'm a flip major. You're welcome. It glowed under.
She's
black
wearing
light.
it in her picture as well.
Yes.
Yes. And when I saw it,
This
I was
is
like,
it.
that is so hot. And I actually changed tonight's outfit to accompany the top. So I bought another top to wear tonight. And then when I was like, but I can't wear that with the pink sports bra, I was like, fuck it. I was like, I want to do a shout out to Misty because Misty, I have a huge, I don't know what to call it, drag girl gay crush on you. I mean, the Liz band, I fucking dove into the Liz band after. Anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. But Misty Portugal, ooh.
Misty and I spent too long afterwards. Even after you had to go, we spent too long listening to '90s music together. It was almost messy. So Misty, thank you very much. She loves that. Thank you both. Thank you everybody who's tuned in. Thank you everybody who hit like, everyone who's subscribed, and we are going to be making sure that Mona gets one of these, as well as one of the
Yes.
people who donates to support the show tonight will get one of those
Let's
as well.
let's Mona
It
moan.
was great. Love this. Lots of kisses. Thank you and good night.